kind of want to lower the volume of some guitar tracks during the solo. So let's go to 1 dB lower here and 1 dB lower there. Okay, vocals again, a dB louder overall. Okay, so there, it's pretty close to being done. Now, let's get the main fader. And what I want to do now is just raise the dB on the choruses so they have a bit more oomph. Of course, you might think during mastering that 1 dB change is going to be compressed out again, but it's pretty much the point that 1 dB more will also push against the compressor's 1 dB more, and hence you'll get a bit more of a pushing power, if you will. That's up there. And we can just leave this up all the way through to the end. Okay, now let's see if we can make use of that intro reverb track. No, let's just leave it like this. I mean, otherwise I have to fiddle around with fading in all the other cleans and that's just gonna be hassle. Let's just leave it like this. So yeah, and I guess here we are pretty much done with the mix. As I said, you'll find the download link for the stamps in the description. And then, yeah, I'm finished for today. So this is all the videos you have seen from this series right now. I've done that in one day. Okay, so I worked on this a couple of hours. I did a minimum of editing in all the videos, so you're pretty much getting everything in real time. Although usually I take longer. With this mix, I already know what I had to do. With fresh mixes or fresh material, I usually take longer to fiddle around with different settings and different stuff and different approaches to get the best I can. But here, as I said, I already knew what to do. And yes, then tomorrow I will probably go on mastering the song. Although I already made a mastering tutorial, so, but whatevs. Okay, then see you in the next video. Hello people, in this video we will come to mastering the mix that we have done so far of this song. But before mastering, I gave the mix more of a thorough listen, and I still tweaked some stuff, but it was really minor stuff. I didn't really feel the need to show you again. For example, the ambient lead guitars and the clean guitars, I just raised 1 dB, or I edited one little glitch in the vocals at one spot. For a world without a sea, for a world without a sea. And I gave the rhythm guitars a different filter shape, so the frequency at which it is filtered gets excited a bit more, which rounds things off a little bit, and it doesn't start to sound too thin. And I gave the center lead guitar in the pre-chorus more stereo width, because it sounded a bit too narrow for me. But that's basically it. Just really some minor stuff. Oh, well, one bigger stuff that I did is I gave the intro with the clean guitars a filtering effect. So I didn't use the intro verb track, and now the intro sounds something like this. Yeah. Okay. And now let's come to mastering. So first of all, I kind of want to set the length of the song, or specifically the start marker and the end marker. So the song starts right there, or rather the waveform starts exactly right there, but I don't like to put the start of the song exactly at where the waveform starts, because if you, for example, render out to MP3, then MP3 likes to mess around with the beginning and the ending of a song. So just to be safe, I like to give it a millisecond or a few milliseconds more, just to be on the safe side. Well, in this mastering project, I just matched the tempo to the song. But when mastering an EP or an LP, then I don't do it like this. I just take a timeline with seconds. And then the ending. Yeah, let's do it like this and give it a bit of a fade out, then put a marker somewhere over there. Okay. And I forgot to mention, I also had to gate the toms harder, because they were still ringing out quite a bit. And I also already did a quick test master, just to see that everything was good for this video. And there I noticed they are ringing out a whole lot after mastering, and I wanted to take care of that a bit more. But now everything should be fine. And now we can start off mastering. So let's go right ahead into the EQ. Of course, when I master one of my own mixes, then I need to reference a lot of other bands and productions. Because now that I work on this song for 2 days straight and I'm so used to this mix, I might miss out on what it still needs and if there are some problem areas. And so I really need to reset my ears to make sure I hear that stuff again. And in this master, I noticed it could use a bit of cleaning up in the lower mids and benefit from more brightness. So let's see. This is kind of my standard procedure these days with mastering. Just first of all, put the VEQ on it and boost 1 dB at about 15 or 10K with its shelf. And then let's get the REQ6 again. First of all, let's put a filter here to get rid of that very deep sub-end that we don't need in this kind of music. And let's see. Okay, and then still a bit more brightness boost here with a rather white Q. Okay. Okay, this should be enough for EQ, and then dynamics. Again, for this mix, I like to start out with multiband compression to gain control on some areas before hitting my bus compressor. Let's put this up and range to -12. Well, if you saw my mastering tutorials, then this right here is really nothing new. Just gaining a bit more control on stuff. Let's punch in some rough numbers that usually work out quite well. Okay. Let's setting the frequency ranges. That's good. Okay. And then boost the gain about 2.5 dB and set the threshold that it reduces about 2.5 dB. So I could fiddle around with the numbers a bit more and be more precise, but for now I just want to do a quick and dirty thing. And then bus compression. Lately I really like this Renaissance X. It's a really simple compressor. Just put the attack at about 2 milliseconds and it has an auto release function, and then just set the threshold. Okay. And now a bit more stereo width. So binaural pan, just a little bit, perhaps 10%. Should be enough for this mix. Okay, and a hint of reverb. I'll just get my trusty IRL and with a studio. And then lower the wet dry mix quite a bit. Yeah, and now some saturation for a bit more fatness and warmth, if you will. Again, got my trusty virtual tape machine here. Let's go to a mastering tape machine. And which type of tape? Well, let's just try some settings. I need to raise the volume on my pod again a bit so I have a better representation here. Okay, let's keep with those settings. Now we can go to the limiter. Dynamics. No. Mastering. Isotope. First again, need another filter. Oops. Because the tape machine excites that low end quite a bit. Okay, now the limiter. IRC3 is very nice at margin, -1 dB, because again, if you export, for example, to MP3, then the file type just kind of messes with your headroom. Turn on Intel sample detection. Change the metering setting. Okay, and here to crisp. I like those settings quite a bit. And now as I pull down the threshold, of course, I also need to lower the master volume coming from my pod because I don't want to shoot out my ears. So just to warn you, there will be some volume riding around now. Okay, and there we have it. Pretty much done here. So you probably notice I've referenced the loudest part most of the time because, well, you don't want to reference only on the quiet parts, and then the loud parts will be squashed and will be pumping, and you don't want that. And now I'm just gonna give it a listen all the way from the beginning to end again, see if everything checks out, and then export it again. Okay, so I noticed after listening through the whole song from beginning to end, there is some harshness and some ringing going on. And I suspect that's from the clean guitars and the lean guitars and also from the cymbals. So I'm gonna check all of those for some spiking frequencies, and so I'm gonna filter those out in the end, hoping that it will clear up the mix somewhat. So let's check here. Okay, and here we are again in the master project. So I just replaced the audio with a new mix and all should be good. And now I also gotta check that it all works out in the mastering stage. Okay, I'd say we just call it a day and call this project finished. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this series. I hope you perhaps learned a thing or two. Or I hope you were entertained just wasting time watching me do this mixing and mastering thing. So yeah, I'll try to do this a bit more often. Or, well, how would you define more often? More like with every album that I release, I also want to release the stems of one song so you can try out doing some stuff. And I'll also make a mixing series of how I work on those stems. So look forward to when the next album comes out, and then we'll do this again. Also, feel free to hire me for mixing and or mastering job if you will. Just send me a personal message first. And then, until next time, have fun mixing.